What's good, everybody? This is the one and only T-Quest, and you are tuned into the T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO.
The T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ ILL NINO. ILL NINO. ILL NINO. Hey you. Me? Yes, you. What up? Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah! GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying! Promotional flyers? Yo, son! Promo videos? I need that! OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey, yo, let me get that. Professional one sheets and so much more.
Oh my god.
Please visit our website,
I want it right now.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Get it!
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it!
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
That's right. We are here to take care of all your graphic needs. So whatever you need as far as promo, bios, EPK, commercials, whatever you need, you can contact us on any of our social media platforms because we will definitely get back to you. But today is not about you guys. Today's about today's guest. I'm super excited to have him with us today. And, we're going to get all up in his business respectfully, check out some of his music and, see if you're going to put it in rotation and pass it on to the people. Without further ado, let the people know who you are and where you're checking in from.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Yawnee Gunna. I'm from Globe, Miami, Arizona. Checking in. T-Quest, let's go.
Okay, so I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard of it this week. We actually had like a crazy, massive flooding in my town that took the lives of 3 people. So it's been on national news. People are like, man, are you all right? Like people from out of state everywhere because they're seeing it on the news.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah,
Sometimes when it comes to the news, I watch it to be informed, especially in like my city and my state.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, when you hear so much like sad and negative, it's like, okay, I need a mental moment, so let me turn.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
That is awful.
Yeah.
You said it was a flood?
Yeah, it was a flood. We had a flood here about 3 or 4 years ago that did some damage, and then this one just came through, and I mean, it was the worst we'd ever seen. It took cars off the road. I mean, it was crazy. So we're all still kind of in a reset. That was just last weekend, so we're still all cleaning up, but I mean, we will push on.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you guys truly push on.
Yeah.
This world is so unpredictable. It's crazy things happening everywhere. You literally can't escape anything. Every place has something that may happen.
Exactly. True. True stuff.
So you being from a small town, yes, I did my research.
Yeah, there you go.
So are you guys known for anything, or is anything the rest of us should know about your hometown?
Yeah, so my hometown is actually the copper capital of the world. So we have copper mines all throughout the Globe, Miami area. And we are actually the main provider of the world. So I work at a copper mine as well.
Oh, okay. So you kind of behind the scenes, but big dog for society.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, interesting. All right. So when it comes to being an artist in the music industry, is it more of like a side thing? I'm doing it for the love, or you're hoping to take it bigger where it actually becomes like full time?
Yeah, for music, I want to be full-time music. I love the mines. I love everything about it. And I think I've done the mining thing. I've been a miner 8 years now. And and I've done music since I was 15. I mean, I've been freestyling and doing music, and the mine has definitely helped me fund, with my job. Like mines pay well, so I've been able to build my studio. I've been able to kind of fund my music career. But yeah, I want to get it to the point where it's self-sustaining and I can, live off of that.
Absolutely. I totally get that. So I want to ask you this, because you have been doing music for quite some time.
Yeah.
How do you honestly feel about where the industry is today, especially with the pros and cons of social media and AI? It's just so much going on when it comes to this industry. What is your take?
I think that it's actually beneficial. I think if you catch everything kind of while you get ahead of everything, like the whole AI thing. I think AI is really like good to work with if you can work it in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you just catch it beforehand, like look at everybody who was using Spotify and streams before like Spotify was super popular, and everyone was like, man, they're putting out music for free, like what is this, and now it's just like the norm. So I think if you get ahead of
Mm-hmm.
everything, then you're good. You got to just move with the times.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I've done some research and I know you've been doing music for quite some time and you actually have some members in your family that has done music. You think having people like related to you was your inspiration to get into music, or you think you would have eventually got into it anyway?
Yeah, I think I mean, just my dad like showing me videos of like his favorite bands when I was growing up, like showing me concerts that he thought were like, and just seeing his like love for the concerts that he was showing me. And of course my sister sang. My dad played guitar and I played some rhythm drums behind him for, that was like my first introduction to making music. And then
Mm,
of course my sister, she was always singing, and she would sing at her school, like for any event. She would do like Star Spangled Banner or whatever. But just seeing her like go out there and rock the stage. She did Country Thunder, which is like a big country festival that happens in Florence, Arizona every year. Like, just seeing her go up there and sing really inspired me to go for it.
absolutely. Now you know the Star Spangled Banner is one of the toughest songs.
Yeah, a lot of people can botch it. So yeah, for sure, she did a good job for sure.
Okay, shout out to sis.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it seems like it's like back in high school and stuff, in the choir, we sung it as a group, for
Yeah.
like the troops and stuff and for the schools. But I'm like, I can't even imagine having to sing it by myself. Like, I would be so nervous.
Oh
And,
yeah.
nowadays, everything goes on the internet. So,
Yeah, good thing she's 11 years older than me. So when she was singing on stage. It was, there wasn't a lot of like,
mhm,
cameras or anything.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So, with Pops being in the music industry and introducing you to different, like, music genres and everything, name some artists that you were inspired by that actually helped you create the sound and the path that you wanted to go on.
Yeah, for sure. With him, he was never a fan of rap or hip hop. He was more or less like the rock side. So I guess the rock side of things would be like, um, he liked AC/DC a lot. We would play a lot of. They're kind of easy to drum too, so I would play a lot with
Mhm.
that. Corn, Limp Bizkit, things of that nature. And then on the other side, my sister was the one who actually introduced me to hip hop, and that was like Bone Thugs and Harmony, just all kinds, like X-Rated. I mean, she listened to everything, but she liked the more like hardcore stuff. She didn't really go for like the Drake and the Lil Wayne. She was more like, Bone Thugs, and like old Bone Thugs too.
Mhm.
So for sure, yeah, she was into that.
It's funny when it comes to certain artists, you be like, look, not the new version of them,
Yeah,
but the old version of them. You know what I'm
yeah, the new
saying?
version's cool too, but they're a little raw back in the day, and I think that's what appealed to a lot of people. So
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this stage name of yours. Where did it stem from?
Yeah, so Yawnee was my street name. I used to be a heroin addict. I started uh, using heroin when I was about 16, 17 years old. I can't remember the exact age, but for that it was pills. I just fell into the wrong thing. I was hanging out with the wrong people.
Mhm.
Um, I was the wrong person to be hanging out with. Like, it was. I'm not innocent on this side either, but we adapt and we grow. When I
Mhm.
turned 20, I was finally done. I was fed up. I got off of heroin at 20 years old and been going strong. I'm now 30, so it's 10 years ago. And when I got off, I gained the name through the streets because heroin makes you nod off, and people would call me Yanni, and it just stuck. And even when I was in rehab, like it stuck, and I was like, I'm gonna make something positive out of it. So I put Gunna on the end of it just because Yawnee's like a famous piano player, So I was like, and I'm gonna spell it different, and there we go. And I developed into this character,
There it is.
Sure.
There it is. You never know where your name is going to stem from. It usually from life experiences, or some random person called you something at some random time, and it just sticks.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how it stuck or where it came from, to be honest, but that was my name all of a sudden, and that's what it was.
Absolutely. Well, all jokes aside, I commend you for getting off the heroin and
Yep.
it being 10 years. That's a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't make it, especially from that one. I've seen a lot of my peers and a lot of the people I was using with, they're either still in it or they're gone. Some of them have gotten better, but it's not a large percentage,
Absolutely. So did you do something special for yourself with the 10-year anniversary?
I actually didn't. I actually have celebrated pretty much every year besides the last 2 years, and I actually got my dates switched up. I thought I was at 9 years this year, and then my wife was like, it was 2015. You're 10 years clean, and it's like, wow, like life moves so fast that like the first year was real hard, staying away from it and everything. But it was like after that, once I started focusing on music and focusing on the things I loved and got busy, it was like it just flies. There's still weak moments, but
Yeah. Well, the best thing about life and everything is when you've gone through things, and when it comes to celebration, it doesn't have to actually be on the day,
right.
so you can celebrate anytime you want, because every day is a celebration because
Exactly.
you're moving forward. Like, people like, oh, we didn't celebrate Valentine's Day. Every day is love. We can celebrate on the 15th, 16th, and 17th if we wanted to,
Yeah, for sure.
So I would say if you guys do have the time, it doesn't have nothing big, just giving a moment just to recognize that, because that is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely huge. Now, when we go through things in life, whether it's addiction, stress, abuse, anxiety, mental health, especially when it comes to musicians and music artists, DJs, we bring that into our art and our gift. So, have you actually written songs inspired by what you've went through and what you've overcome?
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of my music stems from that. A lot of my music sounds surface level with the things I'm talking about, but if you really know my story and know everything, that I've been through, you can definitely kind of hear the hidden message and everything. I got songs like Save Your Soul, and I mean those songs are pretty much directly talking about like my quest from, addiction to now what I do now, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we know there's a lot of artists out here. People become artists every day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And there's nothing wrong with people tapping into different gifts, talents, hobbies, or whatever. My thing is, if you're putting music out there, there's a reason for it, or there should be a reason for it.
Yeah.
What songs that special to you, or have like you said, like hidden messages in there that can actually help and inspire people? Was there a time when someone heard your music and is like, you know what, I really resonate with this?
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually there's like a flip of the coin too. Like people have resonated with like old songs that I have that they're like, man, I still listen to it. There's a song called Diamonds, and there was just a comment on Facebook that someone was like, man, you're always just like spitting the real, like, and this song is so real, and I'm so glad you put it out, and it's helped me through this and that. And it's just like crazy because it was just a song I wrote and put out. I actually wrote it for my friend who was buying a house, and I was like telling him, hey man, like I've seen you, leave houses, like, from bad relationships, yada yada. Like this is your house. Don't let no one in your house, man. Like this is your spot. And I wrote that song pretty much about that whole conversation, and then it's just helped people since then. So yeah, it's I've had that.
Okay, good. All right. So the music is making a difference. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, sure,
There's nothing wrong with like commercial music and stuff for the radio, because that's my favorite type of music, because sometimes I don't want the song to be too deep, because songs that is too deep will make me too emotional. And that's not when I want to always be in that mindset when listening to music.
Yeah.
So I like that you have a variety. No,
Yeah.
now for everyone who do not know who you are or what you do, I want you to describe your signature sound.
My signature sound. So, I have a wide vocal range. I can go my the louder I sing, the higher pitch my voice gets, and it gets like this crazy raspiness to it. People
Uh-huh.
think people back in the day used to think, hey, like you need to stop making your voice like that, and I'm like, that's just my voice. So I have this real deep voice when I'm talking, and then I can
Mm-hmm.
bring it up. So in my music, it's a constant change up. You know, everybody has small like attention spans nowadays with social media and scrolling. So the whole time it sounds like it's three different people, but it's really just me. So that's a big part of it. You know, I like the raw sound of like Yellow Wolf, Ritz, Tech Nine, stuff like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
use a lot of that in my music, but also I have this, you know, genuine sound that comes out that's just all me.
That's all you. Okay. So are you saying that you rap and sing?
Yeah, I could sing a little bit too. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not Mariah Carey or nothing like that, but I mean, yeah, I can definitely sing. I sing a little bit on my song, Save Your Soul. I sing the hook on, you know, and then I'm just like
Mhm.
going crazy raw in the verses, you know. But yeah, I can sing. I can pretty much do it all. I usually get my recordings done really fast, like 15 minutes. I'll write a song, and I mean, I'll just put it
Mhm.
out there, and it does numbers. It does good, you know. People like it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, let's talk about this music. So, what kind of catalog do you have that's actually out there right now?
Kind of catalog. So I have a lot of, I mean, I've been putting out music and my music's never been down. Like it's never went off all platforms. It's been on all platforms since 2017, 2016.
Mhm.
Um, I got, I think 6 albums out, if I want to say. I have over, I think 15 singles. The singles that I've dropped this year, we stopped focusing on albums. We're focused on singles this year. All my singles have just blown up since we stopped getting off on the albums.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a large catalog. I got over, I think, 15 music videos. I mean, I got music everywhere, you know.
Okay. So, knowing that you have such an huge catalog and checking out the algorithm and the analytics and everything, you feel that for you personally, it's just better to drop singles versus albums?
Yeah, definitely changed everything for me. I put together, you know, I have probably 100 songs in my computer right now that I've wrote and recorded, and like we started focusing on, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to get this song that we're really, really proud of, or that we worked a lot of time on and we know it's going to do well. And we're going to come out with a whole game plan for it. So like Wolves is the main song that's like pushing me right now. Wolves, we're going to put this out. We're going to put, you know, a couple reels. We're going to do TikToks to it. We're going to do all this stuff like, and not just like us singing in front of the camera. Cause a lot of people can do that. And I think that's what a lot of people are getting in their head. You got to be creative with this. You got to ask questions. You got to have like something for people to respond to. And that's what
Yeah.
we've been doing. And ever since then, ever since we focus on being content creators and not just rappers, I mean, we've killed it.
All right. Well, I think that's the perfect segue to talk about the single that we'll be playing for the people today. So let's
Yes.
talk about it. What made you come up with the song Wolves?
So Wolves was actually inspired by um, my audio engineer. He actually recorded a song called Wolf. He recorded it 3 or 4 years ago when we had a studio out in Phoenix
Hmm.
together. The producer who made the beat just needed a verse on it, so he actually just paid for a verse outright. Didn't and you know there was no paperwork, no nothing with it. Of course, we didn't really know what we were doing at the time, and
Hmm.
that music ended up charting and like doing really well. But
Nice.
he got no credit. Like his name's on the cover, but it's not even like his actual like name. Like it, he got the name messed up. Everything was just messed up about it.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I had this idea for a hook, and Wolves kind of just came natural out of it. And I told him, hey man, I want to do a song called Wolves, you know, and I want to do it right. Like we're gonna push it because I think it's gonna do well. And I kind of just spit him the idea for the song. The beat was really good. Hockey 808 made the beat, and man, as soon as I spit it, he was like, yeah, let's get in, let's record that right now. Everything just came natural. It's a constant switch up. It's crazy. It's raw, and it's like I mean, everybody interprets the song different, and that's what's cool about it, for sure.
Okay, all right. Now, shout out to him. And it's what some artists don't realize is like paperwork is very important.
Yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
know, you don't want to rush it. You want to take your time. You want to make sure you do it right. I literally went through this last week with an artist. They was like, they want me to do like the intro to their album. And I'm like, that's easy. Say less. Let me know what you want. I got you. And we did it. And I'm just like, let me give you my PRO, my information, you know, all this stuff. And then when I get it back, I'm just like, you spelled my name wrong. You did this wrong. They're like, oh, I was typing too fast. I'm like, when it comes to business, don't do it fast. Like, take your time. So everything is done the right way, because there's times where you can't backtrack and you can't fix it. Sometimes you have to start all over. So, you know, you got to make sure everything is done right. So, you know, you can make things happen.
For sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys know, we're here for the music, most importantly. You know, we want to know if this is a song we want to listen to, if we want to put it on the radio station, is a video we want to watch. That's the whole purpose that we are here. So without further ado, I want you to remind the people who you are and introduce the track for us today.
Yeah, for sure. This is Yawnee Gunna. We're on the T-Quest show, and this is my new song. It's called Wolves.
Let's get it.
I'm in love with that GES ride. Look at me cruise the block when I roll. Who that wanna be bad like wolves? Drop that single, I'm sick, got caught. Everybody thinking they the man upstairs. Y'all ain't dirt, give a scat, I'm scared. Y'all ain't get loose like me. Y'all ain't built to go. And they gon' eat yourself, just like a bitch you go. Been around the block, you better off dead. I'm hearing these haters singing I'm trash. Fuck on them bitches, I'm ripping off tags. Recording all day cause I live in my lab. Fuck that, get out of my face, I bust that. Hit with that spray, I trust that. Y'all saying grace, I love that. That be my taste. I'm in love with that GES ride. Look at me cruise the block when I ride. I'm so solid, look like wings when I glide. I'm the man on the team, this your sign. To get the fuck out of my face, we gotta go race. You'll be in last place, I know. Chop up the body, chop up the body. Never not left in this place. Red rum, where you from? Gotta go out and get me some. Red rum, where you from? Gotta go out and get me. Yawnee, you melodic, you the last dude at the party. Keeping this magic, what's been happening? You been stopping? Hell nah, I'll never quit. Been in this game since 7th, bitch. Just an exorcist with no reverend. I've been on my mind getting hella rich. What the hell is this? Who that wanna be bad like wolves? Drop that single, I'm sick, got caught. Everybody thinking they the man upstairs. Y'all ain't dirt, give a scat, I'm scared. Y'all ain't get loose like me. Y'all ain't built to go. And they gon' eat yourself, just like a bitch you go. I don't really know you that man up top. Acting like you drippy, you the cream of the crop. I don't really know you that man up top. Acting like you drippy, you the cream. Hey, double up, hitting these verses. Robbing the houses, leaving their hearses. I didn't knock, I fucking just bursted. I didn't practice, ain't no rehearsing. I just got a new set of shades. Ed Hardy Vision, I see the fame. For what it is, it's really lame. I started my brand, I made a name. Fast lane on that racetrack. I'm the white boy, killer that makes stacks. To the bottom of the bottom, I can take stack. Got your name up in the book for the payback. I did the feature, I laced the track. I asked the guy what a bass at. He's over there, I made a look quick. So turn the shit up for the fourth bitch. Let's go. Who that wanna be bad like wolves? Drop that single, I'm sick, got caught. Everybody thinking they the man upstairs. Y'all ain't dirt, give a scat, no scat. Y'all ain't get loose like me. Y'all ain't built to go. And they gon' eat yourself, just like a bitch you go.
And we're back here on the T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO in his absence. Okay, Yawnee Gunna.
There we go. Now we know what it's about, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the part everybody be waiting for, right? So, of course, you know, because, you know, we interview thousands of artists, mainstream, independent, from all over the world, right?
Right.
When the song come in, skim through to make sure it plays. If we find a video, we'll play the video, right? Make sure it plays. But I really wait until the moment so I can have a real natural reaction to the track.
Nice.
I like that track. I like that track. I really like that track. The flow. Oh my gosh. It's nothing like a nice flow, especially the ones who be rapping fast. There's some people, some artists that rap fast just to rap fast, and then there's some that do it in a cadence that's just sounds sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sick with
You
it.
had that. You
Ah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
you definitely had that. Nice cards in the video. The track has a nice bounce to it. I appreciate the precipitation of the full solid work. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad they sent the service pack, and I'm letting you know the clean version will definitely be in rotation on Gotta Love Me Radio.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, like, I'm here for that, and I think that's a track that some of my DJs would definitely be into.
Hmm.
So, I'm going to send it to them,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure someone will be like, "Oh, I like this track. I'll definitely put it in my mix." So I may hit you up, ask for some drops and stuff,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
DJs. But yes, I like that. Oh, I definitely like that, and it's interesting because, like I said, I'm not familiarized with your city and everything.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, it's not where you're from; it's just what you produce and what you put out there. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. We
So
got definite like I definitely created the sound like where I'm from in Globe.
mhm.
Like pretty much anybody who makes music out of Globe has something to do with me or has, seen me in the process. I was really the first person to drop music videos out of Globe and everything. So
Yeah.
and and it's not bragging or nothing. Like I'm honored by that, and I think it's a sound that's not really common. I think
Mhm.
it's a little different.
It is different, and like you said, there were different variations of your voice.
Yep.
Because I like things like that, especially being like a voice actress, because I'm always switching on my voice, whether it's like promo stuff for radio, movies, or even music. So when you have the natural ranges in your voice, especially as an artist, not just singing, but like rapping and everything too, that's
Hmm.
kind of dope.
Yeah.
That's
Right as soon
definitely.
as we recorded that song, like we just I hadn't felt that way about a song in a long time, and we just kept it on repeat. And I was like, man, this is gonna be a big one, bro. And it just
Yeah.
changed everything.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because we're peers, you already told me you're 30. Um, there
Yeah.
was a time where we used to like pass out demos and you'll put like 1 to 3 songs to let people, get a glimpse of who you are as an artist, right?
Yeah.
So what are your 3 songs in your demo
Like my 3 songs now.
that will represent you now? Like, this
Yeah.
is me, like, what's up?
Back when we made 3 songs like that, I had 3 songs. Yeah, my 3 songs would be definite Save Your Soul, which is a recent drop. Wolves, definite in there, and probably Take It Back. Take It Back's actually what got me noticed by Rockstar World and Wealth Nation. It was actually an article on Take It Back. So Wolves isn't my only one. I mean, all the songs that I've dropped this year are just like, man, they're doing great. So yeah, Save Your Soul, Take It Back, and Wolves.
Okay. And then the number one song, you've only had to put one song out there to represent you, would be Wolves.
Yeah, I'd imagine so because that's the one that's just doing great by itself. That's the one
Okay.
that catches the ears.
Well, it's true because now I'm curious about the other songs in your catalog since this is the first one that I've heard. So it's definitely doing its job.
Yeah,
Um, Question, I know I'm late to the broadcast. Just asked, what's the origin of your name? If you could do another quick recap for the new for
yeah,
this
for sure.
season.
So Yawnee came from. I used to be a drug addict. I was a heroin addict, and of course, if anybody in here has ever known of opiates or whatever, if they're downers, so they put you to sleep, or close to sleep if you do it right. And so that was my street name was Yanni. Since then I'm 10 years clean, and never really forgot that part of my life. I still try to help people who are struggling with that. So I kept the name, put a positive spin on it, put Gunna on the end of it because in Arizona we like guns, and the flow of the raps is like a gun. So I just put Gunna on the end of it, and yeah, that's where it came from, man. And it's good. Blowing up.
There it is. There it is. Now, I have to ask you, being a hip hop artist, Who are some of your? I'm not gonna ask you your top 5. I don't know. I don't like that question.
Okay.
But who are some hip hop artists that you do like and you look up to and respect?
Nowadays or like before, it doesn't matter.
It's crazy how nowadays we have to say that. You mean the ones that's out now, or
Yeah. Like,
who are you listening to right now?
who do I listen to? Every day's a little different, but I would say I still listen to like Yellow Wolf, Ritz, Tech Nine, people like that.
Hmm.
I like Boosie. I like all kinds shorties tight. I'm trying to think of like the people. Suicide Boys is dope. I think you can fall into the making songs like Suicide Boys too easily, so I try to stay away from listening to them a bunch. But you know, yeah, like a lot of people in my camp I listen to, like YB the Bag Snatcher, Trizzy, all my guys from here. People from Arizona, Desert Baby. That's shout out to Desert Baby. He's locked up right now, but that's the homie. Listen to his music all the time. So yeah. And then if we were talking about like old school, Tupac, my all-time favorite. Tupac, I like Haystack, I like some of the older down south rappers. I mean, I'm 3-6 Mafia. I love it all.
Okay, all
Hip
right.
hop head for sure.
That's what's up. This is gonna be a random question, okay, but I don't know Arizona like that, right? Are you near Surprise, Arizona?
Um, I know of Surprise. I can't tell you how far I am from them, but yeah, I hear about it all the time. So yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm probably like 2 hours from Surprise.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I do know, shout out to J Dub the King. I believe he's from Surprise, Arizona, but he reps Arizona hard, and he's been on the show a few times the last couple of years. He had different music videos. He just had a concert the other day, and he's always like want me to keep him in the loop of if I hear about any other like artists or people that's out there in Arizona, So I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna send him the music to check out and everything as well. You
yeah,
know.
for sure. I haven't heard of him. I might have heard of him, like songs from. We all kind of stay kind of tight knit, but yeah,
Mhm.
definitely send over some stuff or whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I had fun today, and
Yeah,
I'm excited.
that was
You
good.
know what I mean? And I appreciate great music. Like I said, I get so much music every day.
Mm.
So when I have a song that I actually hear and like, it's like a win for the day. You
Ah,
know? So your song was the win for the day.
I
Okay. So
appreciate it.
before we get out of here, I want you to talk to the people. They don't
Yeah,
know who you are. Let them know what you got going on. If you have merch, if you have a website, if you got any shows, how they can follow you, like whatever you want the people to know about you, the floor is yours.
awesome. Yeah, so for everybody listening, I'm Yanni Gunna. I'm out of Globe, Arizona. I'm just a humble hip hop artist. Been making music about professionally, I would say about 10 years. Built my own studio, do all my own music videos. I pretty much do it all, do all my own recording. So if you guys want to check me out, I'm Yanni Gunna on everything at Yanni Gunna. There's no crazy usernames or nothing. It's just YAWNEEGUNNA. That's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. It's Yanni Gunna Music. So just add music on the end of that. Go follow my page. If you guys want to get any merch, I have a website. It's yawneeshop.com. So YAWNEESHOP.com. You guys can go on there. If you use the promo code Gunna for this month, you get free shipping. So yeah, go check me out, man. Go check out the merch. We're definitely on the rise.
There it is. And what makes hip hop culture in Arizona different from other regional areas?
This is a good one. Arizona is hungry right now because I feel like we have never ever had our limelight. We've had artists
Mm,
that have came from Arizona, but I don't think a lot of people know that they're from Arizona. Like MC Magic, he's a big Chicano artist. I think you guys have heard of him probably. Definitely people my age have heard of him. He came from Arizona, but I don't think a lot of people think he came. Thinks he
mhm.
comes from Arizona. So we're hungry right now. We're looking for that artist to just blow up and take us all on the map. If you guys aren't familiar with Arizona hip hop, look up the Cactus Boys. They're fire. Dan G's fire. MC Magic's fire. Desert Baby's fire. Like, dude, we're all on the rise and we're killing it right now.
And there it is. Well, maybe you'll be that artist.
I hope so, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Time would definitely tell. Once again, I really appreciate you taking time out to be here on the T-Quest show, DJ ILL NINO. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm gonna keep in contact with you. What's the best way to get in touch with you? Like I said, if I need like drops and stuff for the DJs in the station.
You can hit me up on my Instagram. I think you guys collabed with that post with me. So yeah, just hit me up on my Instagram. I gave you guys a follow. Hit me up on there. That'll be a good way to get a hold of me, or Yawnee Gunna Music on Messenger, whatever.
Okay, there it is. You guys heard it here. Yawnee Gunna. Appreciate you, like I said, taking the time to be out here. Go stream his music, buy his merch, support the artist.
Let's go.
All it takes is time, but there's nothing wrong with add a little coin as well.
Yeah, there
you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays they make it very easy to support the artist. Just click a streaming site, listen to the music, watch the video, but then of course take it to the next level. Buy the merch, buy the music. Truly support the artist. Once again, it's your girl T-Quest, and you are tuned into the T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO.
The T-Quest show with DJ ILL NINO. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ ILL NINO. ILL NINO.